I speak Arabic fluently, the girl said. The CEO laughed, a booming, mocking laugh, bouncing off the glass and steel of his Manhattan office. Arabic? He scoffed, leaning back in his $15,000 leather chair. Kid, you can barely form a sentence in English. Hassan al-Mansuri, a 48-year-old oil tycoon and billionaire, thrived on moments like this. Power, control, intimidation. It was his playground. Today's target? The daughter of his cleaning lady. Grace Johnson, 42, gripped a mop bucket, so hard her knuckles turned white. 5 years cleaning this penthouse, enduring subtle snubs and thinly veiled racism, all to provide for her kids. Bringing her daughter here, maybe that had been a mistake. The girl, 14-year-old Aisha Johnson, held a worn backpack. Her posture was calm, cheeks tinged pink. She didn't flinch. Every word, every move, every proof had been planned. Hassan circled her like a lion inspecting prey. So, tell me, how did you learn Arabic? Aisha inhaled, steadying herself. She had been labeled before black, Bronx, daughter of a cleaning lady. She ignored it all. Public library programs, online lessons, daily practice. She said, voice clear, unshakable. Hassan laughed again. Grace, maybe you should take her to a psychiatrist instead of bringing her here, he sneered. Grace lowered her head. Humiliation pressed down. For her, this wasn't just embarrassment. It was survival. Aisha touched her mother's arm. It's okay, Mom. Hassan leaned back, eyes cold. His empire had been built on intelligence, but also calculated cruelty. He reminded everyone where they stood. You know what I think, Grace, he said. Your daughter is trying to impress me. She's jealous of my executive's children. Aisha lifted her chin. Calmly, she asked, Sir, do you speak Arabic? Hassan frowned. Of course. Native language. Then listen carefully. Aisha said, and she spoke flawless classical Arabic, perfect pronunciation, precise grammar, advanced vocabulary. The office went silent. Hassan's jaw tightened. This wasn't tourist Arabic. This was mastery. Grace looked between her daughter and Hassan, sensing the tide had shifted. Where did you learn this? Hassan stammered. Aisha smiled, the first genuine smile. Library programs, online courses. Every afternoon. For 3 years. Hassan's chest tightened. His children attended elite schools. Tutors at every hour. And this girl from the Bronx surpassed them all. You brought evidence? Hassan asked, uneasy. Aisha opened her backpack. A stack of certificates, diplomas, online course completions, all verifying her Arabic fluency. Hassan's hands shook as he sifted through them. This is impossible, he muttered. Sir, the impossible is just the possible you haven't tried. Aisha replied, eyes steady. Then she pulled out a digital recorder. Before Hassan could react, her voice filled the office. These black Americans are all the same. Lazy, uneducated. Grace gasped. Hassan froze. It was him, speaking discriminatory truths in the elevator, thinking no one had heard. Aisha remained calm. Legal in New York. It proved systemic discrimination. The Labor Department might be interested. Hassan's empire, his reputation, is millions. Everything could unravel. What do you want? He whispered. Aisha stepped forward. Justice. For my mother, promotion, salary. For me, opportunity. And a scholarship program for others like me. You're 14, Hassan protested weakly. I speak Arabic better than most adults, you know, Aisha said. And I've already saved your company millions. Grace's eyes glistened. Hassan swallowed, defeated, but part of him admired the courage, the strategy, and the precision. For the first time in years, he learned a lesson money couldn't buy. Intelligence, courage, and preparation can come from anyone, even the most unlikely person. Hassan sat in his chair, stunned. A 14-year-old had just outmaneuvered him, exposed his hypocrisy, and demonstrated mastery he hadn't expected. The office felt heavier now. The glass walls reflected not just the skyline, but his own vulnerability. Aisha stood tall and calm, every move deliberate. You realize what you've done? Hassan finally whispered. Yes, she replied, voice steady. I've shown you talent doesn't belong to a label. Intelligence can come from anywhere. Hassan's ego bristled. He had survived boardroom battles, hostile takeovers, and decades of scrutiny, but a child? Someone he underestimated? This was unfamiliar territory. Aisha tapped her tablet. A live call connected with her Arabic instructor, an esteemed linguist in Cairo. The instructor greeted Hassan in Arabic and confirmed Aisha's flawless fluency. Every word, every sentence, perfect. Hassan's hands trembled. His mind raced. He had dismissed her, laughed at her, and mocked her, and yet here she was, exposing not just talent but truths he had buried in his own arrogance. Grace stepped forward. "Sir, this is not just about languages. It's about respect, opportunity, fair treatment." Hassan swallowed hard. He had prided himself on meritocracy, but he realized now how blind he had been. Privilege had blinded him to preparation. Aisha pressed play on the recorder. Hassan winced as his discriminatory comments echoed through the office. Every syllable undeniable, every truth recorded. "You see, sir," Aisha said, "knowledge is power, evidence is proof, and preparation is unstoppable." The billionaire finally leaned back, defeated, but his respect for her was growing. He nodded slowly. "What do you want me to do?" "Justice," Aisha said. "For my mother, a promotion, salary increase. For me, scholarship and mentorship. And for others like us, a program that gives opportunity to those often overlooked." Hassan sighed. His empire had billions, but he had never faced someone who could teach him humility so directly. "Let's start with your mother," he said. Immediate promotion, full salary adjustment. Grace's eyes widened. Relief, pride, and disbelief mingled in her expression. "And for you?" Hassan asked, almost cautiously. "I want to learn, grow, and create pathways for others," Aisha replied. "The Arabic program is just the beginning." Over the following weeks, Hassan witnessed the impact. Aisha's recommendations saved millions. Her analytical skills, strategy, and insight were unmatched. Employees whispered about her intelligence and confidence. Hassan realized he had underestimated talent that didn't fit his expectations. Together, they launched a scholarship program for underprivileged youth, focused on language mastery, international studies, and leadership. Hassan personally funded it, mentoring participants and learning alongside them. Months later, Hassan looked at Aisha. The girl who had walked into his office, calm and poised, had transformed not only his company but his perspective. "You changed my world," he admitted quietly. "No, sir," Aisha said with a smile. "I just reminded you the world changes every day. You either adapt or you fall behind." Hassan nodded, humbled. Arrogance cracked, replaced by respect and awareness. He realized the true measure of power wasn't money or titles. It was courage, preparation, and wisdom. And Aisha? At 14, she had rewritten the rules. A young girl from the Bronx teaching a billionaire that intelligence sees no label, age, or background. The office no longer echoed with mockery. It resonated with possibility. The skyscraper, once a monument to his ego, now symbolized transformation, justice, and opportunity. Aisha's story spread. From local news to international headlines, a girl who spoke better Arabic than the CEO, who exposed injustice, and who turned humiliation into triumph. She became a symbol of courage, preparation, and intellect. Hassan, once the untouchable tycoon, had learned the most valuable lesson of all. Real power belongs not to the richest, but to those brave enough to use knowledge wisely. And for Aisha and Grace, their lives and the lives of countless others were forever changed.